This is a Kirkendall Barrett presentation, darling.
Feed me, meow, meow, meow.
Because of this podcast, I'm a gay icon.
I'm so hot. I'm so good looking. My salad dressing is amazing.
Like the internet at large, there are things you can do on the internet besides porn, but most of it's porn.
A lifetime of Hallmark.
Well, hello, everybody. It is your favorite day of the week. It is time for another episode of A Lifetime of Hallmark, where we talk about your favorite movies on both Lifetime and the Hallmark Channel and make sense of them. I am Les Kirkendall Barrett. Hello, Jason Bowers.
We try to make sense of them. Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett.
And hello, Kurt Fitzpatrick.
Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett, and hello, Jason Bowers.
And I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I'm in trouble because the movie that we are talking about today, I didn't watch it.
No.
And
I'd like to point out, for the record, when Les told Kurt and I in our group chat that this is the movie we were going to watch, I groused about it. I didn't want to watch a Hallmark movie based on an NFL franchise. I was not happy about it, but I sucked it up and did it. But Les did not.
I was going to watch it today, and my personal life got in the way.
Well,
but I have a happy ending for the thing for my crisis. I'm not in crisis anymore.
that's good.
Okay, well, that's good. Good news.
Happy to
I
hear
was in
you're not
crisis.
All right. Did you want to tell the audience what that was, or do you want to move on? Or is that something you did say it's personal?
Well, okay. No. Well, okay. So
But you,
Kurt and I are both touring artists. I would say, Kurt, do you still consider yourself a touring artist?
well, that part of my life is on hold right now because of other obligations.
Right. So, basically, literally, you can tour around the world with these theater festivals. And they're actually good money. So you can tour and make money. And so that's what I've been doing. So that's why I was in the UK a couple of weeks ago. That's why, I was in, well, actually Chicago wasn't a festival, but I got that gig in Chicago because someone in Florida saw me at the Orlando Fringe Festival and told somebody in Chicago, and they hired me. So there's a good reason.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a good reason to do them because A, you get decent money doing them, and B, you get work out of it. So today was the deadline for the Edmonton Fringe, which is the biggest festival in North America, where if you do well, you can actually make serious bank.
Yes, I've performed in it like 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Like over $10,000, right?
Yeah. I have
So,
to look up my records, but yeah, I think we did pretty well there a couple times. Yeah.
for 10 days, $10,000 in 10 days. So today was the deadline to have so how it works is you pay a fee, but with that fee, you get a theater, a tech, and a place to stay. So it's,
Ooh, the place to stay. That's a little bit, okay. Well, we can have this discussion off the air, but the place to stay isn't quite as stable as it used to be, but okay.
But the point is, the point is, and then, so the point is though, you pay an entry fee and you make that back. You make that back in your first day or so.
You should. Sometimes some people aren't so lucky, but okay. Or some people don't have a show that's quite marketable or not ready or right for the show. But your shows are ready. You're all set.
So today was the deadline, and I didn't have the money, so one of the things that I do on the side is I do Lyft on the side because I can make whatever hours I want. I've tried for years to have regular day jobs, and they never end well because when I go into the job, I'm very honest and I say, listen, I'm an actor and I travel a lot. Is this going to be a problem? And they always say no. But then, when I'm gone for 10 days here or 10 days there, it then becomes a problem. So I drive Lyft in between my gigs because it's completely flexible.
Yep.
So I had to make. So I found out that the fee was like more than I thought it was because since it's Canada, they add like a tax on as well. So it's really expensive. So I literally drove Lyft from 6 o'clock this morning and I just got home at 5:30. So I drove Lyft for almost 12 hours today.
Wow.
I made the fee.
All right.
I'm happy you made the fee. As your friend, I'm very excited for you. As a colleague, I'm very excited for you. I'm still mad that you didn't watch the damn movie.
As a
Okay.
podcast colleague, you're angry. But as a overall colleague, you're happy.
So I'm
but
in
we
trouble.
have to get in, but we have to get into this other thing. Les and I did. Les and I have been running. We've been running. Les is more ambitious than I am with the running because I've been running 5Ks. Les is doing. I think. Did you do a whole marathon?
I did a half.
You did a half marathon. Okay, well, I haven't done that. So both of us are running 5Ks on Thanksgiving, just separate 5Ks. Les is on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. And we decided that whoever ran it the fastest. So if I ran, so if Les ran it the fastest, that means that I have to watch an episode of, and just like that, of that, whatever Les decides I should watch, whatever episode, because I've never seen the show. I refuse to watch it. I don't want to see it, but I'd watch an episode. And then in the next podcast, I'll give a brief reflection of it. But if I won, if I get the higher score, if I ran it the fastest, Les has to publicly renounce or denounce, I'm not sure which one, Sarah Jessica Parker. And what this includes is he has to denounce. I was looking at the difference between renounce and denounce. I didn't know there was such a. I think he can do both, but he'll be denouncing her working in Just Like That, as well as the Sex and the City movies, her work in The Family Stone, First Wives Club, and this other one. Did you hear about the Morgans? And there also
I've never even heard about that movie.
And there'll be no more memes. He privately sends us memes of Sarah Jessica Parker. So that's
I do that to torment you.
As the person that has been bestowed the honor of announcing who had the better time between the two of you, because you both privately sent me your times, I didn't even realize that the stakes were this high, and I am happy to report that Les will need to do some denouncing. Because Kurt came in with 27:15 and Les had a 28:56 5K. So congratulations, Kurt.
Okay.
So when do I do my denouncing?
Well, do you really want to do it? Because to tell you the truth, I hate to pull back, but I do feel bad for Sarah.
I have a plan.
Don't feel bad.
I cheat.
All right.
I cheat. I have a plan.
She was a producer on that show. She knew what she was getting into.
All right.
I have a plan.
I don't want her to tune in and hear. All right. Yeah, I know. I should stick with. I guess.
Yeah. Here we go. Right now. Here we go. Right now. I'm going to do it right now.
All right.
I, Les Kirkendall Barrett, or my government name, Lester L. Kirkendall III, hereby denounce Sarah Jessica Parker. In Sex and the City 2, I can't denounce her in anything else because her work has always been stellar.
No.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
No. You're reneging on the deal.
Sex and the City 2 was awful.
Yeah.
And season 1 of And Just Like That is awful too.
Oh. Well, all right.
Season 1 of And Just Like That is awful too. I will, but I can't denounce her in the First Wives Club.
Well, you haven't said that before, so. Yeah,
I can't.
No, those provisions I did just come up with now. So you did not originally agree to the provisions I just gave about what is it called? What's the Morgans movie? Did you hear about the Morgans? Yeah.
I never heard of it.
I've never even seen it. So maybe it's good. I don't know. All right. I think I think we have to.
We had good times, Kurt. We had good times though.
Yeah. What was yours again? 28.
28:56 for Les and 27:15 for Kurt.
27. Okay.
So it's by like a hair. At least I didn't get smoked.
No, it's not that bad. like a minute and a half, something like that, right? Sounds like, yeah.
And it was fun.
Well done, both of you guys. Seriously, that's awesome.
I'm going to do turkey trots from now on. I really enjoyed it.
I did one on the Saturday before that, and my time was it was off. It was different by a second. That was it. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know who else is cool? Kurt, do you have any Blac Chyna news?
Doing a piece of China.
China.
I'm talking China.
The Blac Chyna Report. Here's Kurt Fitzpatrick.
Okay, it's coming up. Let's see. Hasn't been a whole lot of stuff, but here's something from Life and Style magazine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a legit magazine.
I haven't heard of them in a while, though.
All right. Well, this is from like a month ago, so I don't know if I don't think I've said this.
But that is a legit magazine, though.
Yeah, so Blac Chyna, there's a lot of articles about Blac Chyna hints that she may be rekindling her relationship with Rob Kardashian. I don't think I've covered this, have I?
No, but I've heard that in the news.
No, you haven't covered that, but I will say the last Blac Chyna story you did was centered around Rob, and I was like, are they getting back together? Like, I had that thought.
Oh, okay.
And that's the rumor, because I heard it on like the news and like other places. So
here's a place to get it from, your Blac Chyna source.
Oh, right. Good. Well, Blac Chyna and her daughter Dream's father, Rob Kardashian, have certainly had their fair share of ups and downs over the years. But could they be heading towards a reconciliation soon, despite their tumultuous past? Let me give this by the way, this is written by Lauren Schuster. Okay, so Blac Chyna's recent posts and public remarks seem to point towards a potential reunion. It all started on October 14th, when Chyna posted a series of images from a photo shoot of her in an all-white outfit posing next to a white sports car. The images alone seemed like a normal post for Chyna, but she inexplicably captioned the post, "This love is forever," followed by an infinity sign emoji and tagging Rob Kardashian's Instagram handle, even though he and their child are nowhere to be seen in any of the images. Rob Kardashian's account also liked the post. This quickly got fans buzzing and rumors swirling about the couple getting back together. Both are healed and possibly back together to get it right this time. OMG, the universe is healing all of our hearts, one fan commented on the post. Then, during a panel at the Los Angeles Women's Expo on October 18th, Chyna shed even more light on the couple's current relationship status. When asked if she would rather have more kids with her son's father, rapper Tyga, or her daughter's father, Rob Kardashian, Chyna answered Rob, absolutely, without much hesitation. The interviewer then pushed further, asking Chyna if her eager response meant the pair were back on. "Me and Robert, we're healing," Chyna answered more hesitantly. "We're communicating, and we're going with the flow, and if God be, then it will be something." The interviewer then said she felt like the pair were on the path of getting back together after watching them interact recently, where she saw them talking and laughing at inside jokes together. "All right, guys, y'all heard it here first. We're on the path. We're on the journey. You hear that, Rob?" Chyna responded, grinning and laughing. Chyna then clarified things, saying, "We're just taking our time, you know what I mean? And I'm excited. He's my person. Yeah, I just got to work on myself." So there you go. That's what's happening.
Well, you know, she has turned over a new leaf. She's sober, and she's been sober for like a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
And she's changing her image. So maybe she's a different person now. And so maybe he's remembering why he fell in love with her in the first place.
Perhaps. I find that question from the reporter kind of out of line, though. Like, imagine if you were talking to a friend of yours that maybe had one kid with one father and one kid with another father, like, and it's years later, would you ever say, "Oh, which of your exes would you have more kids with?" That's a weird fucking question.
It is, yeah. Yeah, even private.
I wouldn't.
No.
But I wonder how Kris Jenner feels about this, because she did sue them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were lawsuits back and forth, but at the end of the day, it's all just a way to generate headlines and make money.
Right.
Well, I have a little bit of show business. It's a little show business news. So just so everybody knows, Millie Bobby Brown has changed her name. It is Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. Apparently she married John Bon Jovi. from
His son.
She married the son.
His son.
She should have married Richie
But
Sambora.
but Bon Jovi's name isn't Bon Jovi. It's Bon Giovanni.
Well, I've heard it's Bon Jovi.
He goes
Bonnie
professionally
Bon
by
Jovi.
Bon Jovi, but the son is not Bon Jovi. The son is the legal name.
Well, I thought I heard pronounced as Bon Jovi.
I do like the sound of Millie Bon Jovi.
Millie
Bobby Brown Jovi.
Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. Well, I was thinking Bobby Brown's got to be happy about this. He's like, "Ooh, thanks, thank God I'm not being confused with that
Right.
girl anymore."
Well, no, Bobby Brown gets confused. There's a famous makeup artist named Bobby Brown.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Bobbi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I
But
remember
then there's
Oprah.
Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Oprah would always have her on, and she'd be like, "Oh, today I have Bobby Brown," and I thought, like, "Oh wow, Bobby Brown," and it was the other Bobby Brown.
Now that we found love, I find Millie.
That's Heavy D. That's not Bobby Brown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different song. Every step I take. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's Bobby.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I'm finding Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi a little annoying these days. Is she? I don't know. That's just my opinion. On interviews and stuff. Isn't she? She's like an adopted child. Isn't she like? She's a child.
She's 22 or 23.
Yeah, she's 22.
She's an adopted child.
Yeah.
Isn't that difficult? Like if you're not a famous person, would you be able to adopt a child at that age? Wouldn't that be kind of difficult?
Well, they probably did a private adoption where you pay a bunch of money.
Oh, well, that's kind of what I mean. If you're not like
So I think if it's a private adoption, they could do whatever they want.
oh, so okay, yeah.
Because we have, like, my husband and I, like, we have to deal with the state.
Yeah.
But if you do it privately, you don't have to deal with the state.
Well, private is you kind of find somebody who's expecting a child and you kind of support them through it financially.
Yep.
Financially support them. I don't know if I'm not saying that's what she did, but it's kind of like you're buying a child, but not really.
Well, there was that too.
I don't know what Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. I don't know how they went about things, but so don't sue us. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, that's good.
Do you guys want to tell me about this movie?
No.
Yeah. Well, you have to.
I realize I have to. I don't want to.
Well,
The question was, do I want to?
all day and night we're doing things I don't want to, and I have to.
Yeah.
It never ends. All right.
I will
This is supposed to be my
say,
downtime.
if I'm being completely transparent here, I didn't hate this movie at the level that I thought I would. I was like, oh, it's not bad. It wasn't great, but it had its moments.
Well, I have good news to clear your palate. Vivica A. Fox is coming out with a Christmas movie.
I know, and Meredith is in it, and so is Jack A.
Oh,
the girls, everybody, I like. Oh, that's gonna be a fun.
Meredith
movie.
was the I think second AD on it as well.
Shall we try to contact Meredith to see if she'd like to come on and discuss it?
Yes.
yeah,
Especially, Jack Hay. I love Jack Hay.
Same.
Oh yeah, it's Sweeps Week. We've got to get our celebrities on.
Yeah.
Our celebrity friends. We're stopping by. Ooh, look who just walked in. It's the woman who played Gidget. Hello.
I heard her on another podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like a motivational podcast.
Yeah.
Who's banging our window? It's the Pornhub math teacher stopping by. Our holiday episode.
All right. Should we let's get
We got to get moving.
Yeah.
So this is a holiday touchdown, a Bill's love story. So this is the second time Hallmark has done this, where they've set a story like adjacent to the world of an NFL franchise. The first one being the Chiefs, the one that Donna Kelsey had the cameo in. Did we watch that one?
No.
Okay.
But when I went to that thing, remember I went to that Hallmark party in July?
Mm-hmm.
They announced that they were having this sequel because that other football movie, the Chiefs football movie, was the highest rated Hallmark movie of all time.
I'm not surprised. Like in terms of marketing, it's smart.
Right.
Because they'll get all of the women whose husbands watch football. They'll sit and the husbands will sit and watch it with them.
Yeah.
But
So
I don't watch this. I don't care about football.
I don't.
This
either.
movie is just. There's all these cameos of people who I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Is Tyler in it?
He
I
is.
don't know who Tyler is. I don't know who
Tyler
is.
Hines.
Tyler Hines.
Yeah, he's in it.
Who?
He has a cameo that like it was totally unnecessary, and it's only if you're a Hallmark fan and you're like, oh, okay, that's the guy that's in every movie.
Oh, you're
By
talking
the
about
way-
the Hallmark guy. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
By the way, now you know that we have someone else following us with the handle the real Tyler Hines.
Well, haven't we discussed this that we're not sure that it's real?
No, there's two Tyler Hines now. There's that the first Tyler Hines,
Right.
and now a second person that has the real Tyler Hines.
But what I'm saying is, considering that Hallmark has been running promos telling people that there are people out there impersonating Hallmark stars, it might not be the real people following us.
Okay.
All right,
Well, I hope it is.
So if you are the real Tyler Hines, please reach out.
Yes. Come on, we're nice.
Yeah.
Duncan Hines.
So
Bring your relative, Duncan Hines. Who's going to lead on this? I don't know. What do you think?
Let's take turns.
go.
Why don't you start, Kurt?
I'll start. All right. So, holiday touchdown in front of the class. Holiday touchdown, a Bills love story. All right. So we start we're in Buffalo, clearly, and we're at a bar that specializes in the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And so we see some different things from. Looks like I wrote bipolar. Oh, yes. There's a guy. So they're in a bar, and I thought the woman's having a date with a guy, and he's kind of like really, really amped up. Like he's got he's having like a manic episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman's not interested in him. She's watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he realizes that she's not interested in him. So he just kind of says, look, I got to go. I have to go. This is not working.
And he just ditches her to pay the bill.
I didn't look like they ordered much. They're just kind of hanging out in a bar. I don't think they're eating or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They met up in a bar. So, I mean, he seemed like a decent guy, but he was kind of amped up.
Yeah, but she was also like ignoring him like while he's talking because she's watching the game, and he doesn't care about sports at all.
Right.
Yeah. And then she gets up.
She should put that on her Tinder. She should put that on her Tinder.
Oh, yeah. And she gets up, and she's a very aggressive sports girl. Like she's like what do you call it? Chest bumping and jumping up and down. She's really excited that the Bills have won. So we find out that she is a nurse, and so she's doing that. And then
we should also point out that Les, this movie that you didn't watch, not only does it have all these Bills cameos, Abraham Ben Ruby, who you might remember from ER, he is a Jewish guy playing Santa. You've got Tracy Pollan, you've got Joe Pantoliano, Joey Pants has a big part in this.
Yeah, and the guy from Bobby from The Sopranos too, Steve Sherpa. He's in this too.
So it was like the Love Boat in football.
A little
it's
bit.
A Sopranos reunion because Joey Pants and Steve Sherpa were both on Sopranos.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're getting to that. Yes. So her name is Morgan. What's that movie called? Did you hear about the Morgans? So there you go. So her name is, she's Morgan. It's Morgan. So she goes home, and I believe Steve Sherpa, Bobby from The Sopranos. I think that's her father. No, it's not her father.
No, it's not her father because her father's dead.
I see. Right, her father's dead. So Steve Sherpa, I guess, is her neighbor. They're all in the same house. The house gets a little confusing.
Steve's the neighbor. Joey Pants is the uncle who they live with.
Yeah, Joey Pants was Guido the killer pimp in Risky Business.
Yes.
And
Matrix. I know who that is.
Matrix.
But he is like the heart of this movie.
Yeah. And they've got the mom. There's a sister who's pregnant, and she's really strange. She's eating hot hot wings? Or
She's
a
trying to
hot
do
spot?
stuff to like induce her labor because she's really close and wants to have the baby before some big game, so she doesn't miss the game.
Very strange.
But Tracy Pollan is her mom. Is Morgan's mom.
Oh, so Tracy Pollan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she looks familiar. Where was she from? Where would I have seen her?
She's married to
before?
Michael J. Fox. She was on Family Ties many years ago.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I had no idea that was her. All right. So then Steve Sharippa's wife is this real deep voice woman. She's like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't let him eat anything. You know, he has to eat like carrot sticks and things like that. I don't know where she's from, but she's from somewhere. So then they eat the peanut sticks, and there's so many people in the room that it's kind of confusing. Like I think there's a couple. I guess it's her sister and the husband. There's the husband, and he like wants to jump on.
He's like crazy
table.
sports fan that like gets overexcited and just like wants to make a scene all the time.
See, I would be I feel like that room would be exhausting. I'd have to calm people down unless I'm like visiting, then I don't have to care. But if I'm somewhat in that family, I'd have to say, okay, you calm down. You're not jumping on the table. You know,
this whole movie, beyond just being like related to an NFL franchise, it was just propaganda to get people on board with the fact that the Bills are building a new stadium. Because anytime like what's that? Yeah, that was a big plot point in the movie.
Yeah, but is this really happening in real life?
I'm sure they would not have written this into the script if it weren't really happening. Because anytime a stadium comes in, they get all these massive tax breaks because they say they're going to create all these jobs. It's basically just a big old boondoggle. And they're always controversial when they do it.
Okay, so we find out that Morgan's dad is dead. We did say that. Yeah. And then a boy arrives. A man named Gabe.
Gabe was cute.
Gabe.
Les, you missed out on Gabe. Now, Gabe is played by Matthew Daddario, who you might recognize that last name because his sister, Alexandria Daddario, was on season 1 of White Lotus.
Oh, okay.
She was the one that married the rich a-hole guy.
Oh, I liked her.
Yeah.
How do we remember season 1 of White Lotus? I don't know. I don't remember.
I think White Lotus is going to be set in France.
It is. They're filming now.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I have Joey Pants has old something game. I don't want what I wrote. Some kind of game. I don't think this is when at some point he receives something, but I don't think that's happened yet. All right, so now they go to a tree farm, and I think this is I think they all went, didn't they? Or this was just Morgan and Gabe. I think that they come there.
Just Morgan and Gabe, but they never really explained why those two went alone. Oh, it should also be pointed out that like Morgan and Gabe are like best friends from growing up. Gabe, I guess, hasn't lived in, or they've always been in relationships and never really told each other how they feel about each other or even if they have feelings for each other. And so that's sort of the undercurrent of the entire movie is will they grow a set and tell each other? Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, because at this point we see hints of that. Gabe's asking her, he's like, I understand you were on a date the other night. She's like, well, the conversation wasn't there and I wasn't interested. And he clearly likes her. And at one point she says, well, this is how we're going to find out what Christmas tree we're going to get. I'm going to spin you around and you point at what you want. So she spins him around and he's pointing at her, but then he kind of covers up for you.
He wants her.
That tree right behind you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, I'll tell you this, Les, they use the word platonic in this movie, which I was very surprised.
They've never done that on Hallmark before.
No. So that comes up. So now they walk into an inn. And so now we find out Gabe is building a new stadium and he's talking to a bunch of people.
Yeah, he's like the project manager on the build of the new stadium.
Yeah. And that's where they talk to these 3 like rando friends that they have. It's 2 guys and a woman. You know, they're just they're an interesting assortment.
I think they might work with him.
Okay.
Work with Gabe. I think that's how they justified it in the movie.
Okay. So he talks to them, and they all have kind of a little, like, they're all really kind of hung up on the fact that, like, Gabe really likes Morgan, and he needs to, they're encouraging him. And the one guy has these sort of like pop psychology things he says, like anxious avoidance.
Pretty much everyone in this movie tells at least Gabe, hey, when are you going to tell Morgan that you're in love with her? Because it's real obvious. Like, to the people that Gabe doesn't know tell him that.
Yeah. So now they're in a car together. And it's kind of quiet, and it's been quiet in the car and then they get out of the car, and then he wants to tell her, reveal his feelings. But then Steve Sharippa, Bobby from The Sopranos, interrupts, and it's all ruined. And then they go inside, and Joey Pants has received a gift. He unwraps it, and he has it's like a Christmas ornament. He doesn't know who it's from, but he reveals that he's been getting something anonymously for 55 years.
Oh, someone wanted to get in his pants for 55 years?
No. Apparently, so what was the story? There's a flashback. So he got drafted. He fought in the Vietnam War, and his mother needed help. She needed money, and somebody just helped him. There was just like groceries that arrived and money that arrived. And then even when he came back from Vietnam, he continued to get like a gift or something sent to him anonymously every year, but he has no idea who it's from. I would think he could do the process of elimination on this, but apparently he never considered to do that. After that, so now Morgan and Gabe decide they're gonna make this their mission. They're gonna find out who this is, and so they go to the post office because nobody would think to have done this before, and they say, can you track this? And they say, no, we're not tracking it. We can't do it. Now we go to a bakery, because oftentimes in these movies they're in bakeries.
They do have baked goods in these movies.
Yeah, they do eat a lot of carbs.
So there's milkshakes. Somebody ordered milkshakes, and it turns out these are Buffalo Bills players. I guess they're players. They're not. They don't appear to be current players.
Former players.
Yeah. And I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know any football players at all, so this doesn't interest me.
But they were coached for this movie by the park ranger.
That's not possible. This trail's been closed for 8 years. It's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, they were in the Buffalo Bills, and by Buffalo Bills, I do not mean Juilliard, because they were definitely weak. But I guess people don't really care. People who know.
I mean, have you ever seen a commercial with an NFL player in it? They're always bad.
They don't. The people who watch this movie, they don't care. They're so excited to see these people, I assume, that they couldn't care less what these people are doing. In fact, they probably find it relatable. It's like their friends are in the movie,
Yeah, I think it's probably that. I don't know that they're necessarily excited to see some bad acting as much as like, hey, that's a familiar face. And, they're associated with the Bills, and I'm watching this movie about the Bills. That makes sense that he's here.
Yeah. And they have no expectations of...
no, they shouldn't.
Be acting. No.
Shouldn't.
Right.
Could be disappointed otherwise.
Yes, they're going to be very, very disappointed. This is... All right, so that happens. All right, so where we are now. So Gabe starts telling her, he's like, he becomes a real mumble mouth, and he says, "You're amazing. I mean, you're amazing. You're an amazing doctor. You're an amazing doctor. Yes, you have a cure for hepatitis. Well, sort of." So what she has to do is she has to go into the hospital on her day off because there's a child there who's afraid of needles. And so she goes into the hospital and she pulls out a needle the size of the sword of Gibraltar. No, actually, we don't see her actually to do it.
No.
Poke the child with a needle.
No. She just tries like talking to the girl to calm her down. And Gabe gets to see her interacting well with a little kid.
And with the girl like, F you.
Oh, she slapped her.
You're not giving me a shot.
Yeah. She pulled out her teeth like a rabid monkey. So that was a surprise. So then they're in the car together at night. They keep being in the car together at night. I have a feeling they shot those scenes at the same time. I hope so, economically.
Probably. It also
And
is more
now-
romantic on screen because you get the twinkly lights in the background.
Yeah, and you know what goes on in cars at night.
No,
Lots
tell
of-
us.
Oh, different rubbings and things that ruin
Different
the
rubbing.
finish.
Rubbings.
Different
You know,
rubbing.
Rubbings.
Fuck.
Ruins the. Got to get the interiors clean the next day when there's daylight.
What if there was a black light?
Well,
It's twinkly.
you don't bring that in anybody's car.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're talking about how their dreams came true, but not really because they're not together. He builds stadiums.
He builds a boondoggle. He's scamming people out of their well-earned tax money.
I'm building a boondoggle, and you are stabbing children with needles. So they're living the dream, and now he goes outside and he says, "I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something." Now they keep saying it's like 0 degrees, but you can't see. It doesn't look like it's cold out at all. But he's sweating. He's sweating, and then the family run out and they interrupt it, and the whole family runs out.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they
because Gabe was going to tell her like how he felt, and then they got cock-blocked by Tracy Pollan and the family.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tracy Pollan. And then they have a lawn display. So they get to see all the lawn display. And now there's a town, and now they go inside and there's
Well,
a bunch of
the
kids.
lawn display is the families, they're teamed up to do a lighted display that says "Go Bills."
Go Bills.
Yeah, they're really into the Bills. So, okay. So now everybody's running around the house. They've got a bunch of desserts and cakes, and that's good. And
It was at this point that I looked up this movie on IMDb, and you know how like people will put in their own synopses of a movie. Somebody on that like commented on IMDb thinks that Joe Pantoliano is Tony Danza.
They're not making a joke. They actually think it is him.
Yeah, because they're writing the description about Tony Danza this, Tony Danza that, and also the Google AI because it like scans who's in the cast and it shows you in the cast, and because Chris Brown is the name of the announcer for the Bills, it showed a picture of Chris Brown, the singer. Google.
Oh no.
Well, he doesn't look like Tony Danza. I don't know how they're getting that.
I think they were just like, hey, that Italian guy I know from The Thing.
Great.
Right. From that thing.
Yeah.
There's a story that Kevin Nealon has told the story that he went on Roseanne's show. Remember Roseanne used to have a talk show?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, he's on the show, and she's introducing Joey Pantoliano, and she's saying, and now one of my favorite actors, you see him in Risky Business and The Matrix and all these other movies, Joe Pantoliano. And so he starts to walk over, and she looks over at him. She goes, "Oh, I kind of recognize who you are." Like, I kind of recognize you. Like, she had no idea. I told that story right. Maybe she said something like, "Oh, I know who that is." But anyway, he tells it better. So let's see. All right. So then all these people are running around the house. The sister's got the hot sauce. They talk to Joey Pants, and he shows them all his gifts. He has like all this crap that this person has been anonymously sending him, and some of it he's not even taking out of like packages. Some stuff looks, I don't know. Some stuff looks a little secondhand or dollar store-ish.
Well, at
but
least it wasn't like used underwear.
No, well, some of that could be pricey. That actually
Used underwear could be pricey.
Well,
depending on
pricey to buy, but if it's your own, it's not pricey to give away.
the marketplace is very demanding on that.
Okay,
Depending.
I hooked up with this guy once, and he said on the side guys would request his dirty underwear, and he'd mail them out.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think to prisoners or
Prisoners. Okay.
Are you saying that we should have Lifetime of Hallmark used underwear merch?
Hey, if people buy it, who am I to stand in the way? Who am I to kink shame?
Indeed.
Used underwear. Okay. Well, no, he didn't get a used underwear from that guy. But then they start looking at a photo album. They start talking about the Bills and how, they give Buffalo a sense of hope. Oh, well, see, the Buffalo Bills almost left Buffalo.
Yes. And then they built a boondoggle stadium and kept them, and now they're doing the same thing again.
Yes. So they've restored hope. So the stew is burnt. Someone's making stew. So anyway, Morgan and Gabe, they find a clue. They find a clue on the back half of this ornament. They see a tag for Vintners. So Vintners is like some kind of department store,
like a Woolworths kind of store. Yeah.
So they decide we are going to track that down. There's a quick scene at the workplace with Gabe. It's probably not even necessary. He's just walking through. Time filler. But now they're at Vintners. And they're trying to find out. What they want to do at Vintners is they want to see if they have the receipts from like the 70s.
Yeah. Like a receipt for a single Christmas ornament. Why would a store even have those on file?
I don't know. Their investigation is I don't know. Not the best approach. Would you like to do you have good enough notes? You want to?
Yeah, well, so they go and they talk to this woman in the store, and they go, and so they talk Cindy into taking them up into the attic where they keep all their like old receipts. Now you would think as if they're keeping receipts from 50 years that this attic would be packed to the brim with filing cabinets. It wasn't. There were like maybe 2 or 3 rows of filing cabinets. They had room to set up an entire model train set and like decorate the attic. And she points to like a file cabinet. She's like, yeah, it's probably in there.
The other thing is they walk up there and they look in awe, like they're staring at like the pirate ship from the Goonies, or maybe they're maybe they're seeing the child in space from 2001: A Space Odyssey, but there's not. So I think the script may have called for it to be like this amazing sight to behold.
Oh, see, I didn't take it as their reaction was an amazing sight to behold. I took their reaction is, oh, this is so overwhelming. How are we going to find the receipt in all of these receipts? But there weren't that many.
Well, that's a possibility. But it was underwhelming, yeah.
Yeah. And so earlier in the movie, Morgan was talking about how they do this thing where they decorate Christmas cards with the kids, and the kids like ask what they want from Santa or whatever, and all the kids want Bill's merch. And so Gabe offers to get some donated merch. And then they show up at the hospital, and he didn't just get merch. He got a bunch of the players to come visit the kids.
Yeah. And I guess these are current players. Yeah, current.
But they didn't have the hot quarterback. The Bills have a hot quarterback. I think his name's Josh Allen. He wasn't in the movie. But other hot players. And then Jewish Santa walks in and tells Gabe to tell Morgan how he feels. And the Bills players all notice it too. And kind of like they're commenting amongst themselves, like, yeah, this guy's clearly in love with her.
Yeah.
Then Morgan, I think she's at home at this point with Kathy, the pregnant sister. And she notes that Morgan lights up whenever she's talking about Gabe. Asks if Morgan is sure she only wants to be friends with Gabe. So everyone's like pointing it out. Like hitting not just the characters over the head with this, but hitting the audience over the head with it.
Making it kind of into like a joke almost. But now they're back at Vidley's or whatever. They're looking through those receipts. they decided to go on kind of like a date afterwards, but I don't know what they did on the date. They said they went ice bike, but I never saw them on an ice bike.
I don't think it was a date. I think it was a, like, let's take a break from looking through these receipts.
Oh. But they said they were on an ice bike, and I don't know what that is. I guess you ride it. I don't know. I didn't see anybody on one.
No.
At least not to know. So anyway, that's what happened.
I missed that moment. I don't remember them talking about that.
Now Gabe is at work. He's giving everybody a speech. This is where I saw like the work of the extras, because he's giving the speech, this very passionate speech about the new stadium, and the extra people were just like sitting around this boardroom table and nodding, saying yes, nodding and nodding. Somebody commented, they said, why do extras, why are they always like nodding yes, like whenever they're in a scene?
Why are they?
I don't think they want to get fired, because if you kind of deviate from the norm a little bit, it's like you're causing trouble.
Yeah, I think it's a subconscious thing of you're there on set and you want to participate in the scene, but you know you can't speak because you're an extra. You'll ruin the take if you do, but you want to seem like you're on board with whatever is happening in the scene.
Sometimes an extra I've seen where an extra will actually say, I know I saw this at least once, an extra tried to actually say something in the scene. The AD was like, you don't talk. You don't know that?
I mean, that is kind of a bold thing to do.
It was, yeah.
Because you're trying to force them into having to pay you for a line of dialogue, and you're ruining the take and setting a bad example for everyone else on set.
A lot of people who do extra work are crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, yeah.
Crazy, like just bonkers.
Well, especially if you're working on a shoot. So I remember working on shoots where it was like you just shoot like up to 50 people. Everybody was good. So this is like union. I was in the union. So you do a shoot like 50 people, it's going to be good. You get to 100, okay, it can still be good. Now when you get to 200, now they're bringing in some of the crazies. You get into a shoot to get 250, 300. Oh man, you are now in an unsafe situation.
Yeah.
Now they literally are bringing in people from halfway houses and things like that.
Because extras agencies, they'll hire you if you're in next con and stuff like that. Like, the only vetting is, do you look the part?
Right.
Yeah. And the only there's no background check. There's absolutely no background check, and you can't. And there's only so many people. There's only so many people available to work, so they have to really dig deep if they're shooting something like in a stadium, some huge crowd scene. It is not worth it.
And then there's always that guy who's bragging about everything he's been an extra for. Yeah. And he's been an extra for like 30 years. And then there's always that lady who's like, and
what is she doing? Is that lady okay? She sounds like she's
she's always like an actress too. Like she's always like, I was on, Hogan's Heroes in the background and like shit like that.
I just remember when I was doing it, and this is when I first moved to LA, every conversation was about how many vouchers do you have, because you need a certain number of vouchers that you collect before you can get the union. There's always talk of like how to get into the union.
Yeah. And then the union people were snobby towards the non-union people.
Yep.
They thought they were so much better. Yeah, you never saw that, Les? They thought they were so much better than the non-union. And a lot of times
I did extra work a few times. I did it like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, like 4 or 5 times. I did it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes people would eat differently also. Like you would get there'd be higher quality meals for
or at the very least people. There's a hierarchy in when you get fed. Union gets to get in line before the non-union.
Yep.
Really? Even the extras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like the union, they have to give you a certain amount of time for your lunch, and the non-union, they don't technically have to do that.
Right.
Ah.
And wardrobe too. Like if you're union and you bring two, because you have to, a lot of these things you wear your own outfits. So if you bring 2 extra outfits, they have to pay you for that. But non-union, they could have you bring like 5 different outfits. They don't have to pay you for anything extra. It's something else,
right?
Racket. But I did a shoot. I did one where I was union. And there were only like 3. It was this just room full of people, like maybe like 150 people or something like that. And there were only 3 of us that were union that were in that room in that moment. And the AD said, because the union people have got to eat right now, got to eat. So like the 3 of us had to go up and go through the food line in front of like this 100 people who were not allowed to eat. I was like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
And were they like, what the fuck?
Look.
Yeah.
You work hard, you pay those union dues, you should get your cake first.
Oh boy.
By the way, dues are due on the 10th to get screeners.
I was like, I got my food. I was like, did you guys want some of this? The guy's like, no, you paid your dues. You might as well eat that.
Did they end up eating though?
No. Yes, I guess they did eventually. Jesus.
And then they don't have to feed them like the good food. They can give them like pizza and stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because there's a union rep who will generally come to the set like every day and make sure everything's okay. And then a bunch of complainers will go.
I remember one time when I was still non-union, there was this might have been on the movie that I got my union vouchers on, but there was a day that went really, really, really long, and so they had to order another meal for the union people because it had gone so long. But I remember for the non-union, I don't think we got fed the second meal, so we're all sitting there starving while they're eating like whatever food they ordered at the last minute.
I also did what was this one movie? And then we can move on. There was this one movie where some union, now if they don't feed you by a certain time, they have to start paying you. Mm-hmm. Like they pay you a certain amount the first hour, next half hour you get paid more, next hour pay more and more and more and more. And they just didn't feed us. So every hour we're just racking up money and money and money and money. And there was a certain little group of union people, they gave them a little meal and they didn't get, so they missed out on this like hundreds of dollars of this extra money and they were pissed. Well, you did get to eat.
They're like, I don't want this sandwich.
That was that movie, The Only Living Boy in New York, it was called. I remember that. It came out for like a week. Yeah. Ooh, that's crazy business. All right. Yeah, that's right. They got like a little sandwich and they missed out like hundreds of dollars. And all we had to do is go to craft service, eat like a granola bar. It's like, oh, well, I'll make like $300.
Right.
Extra. Let's see. So where are we now?
I actually don't know.
Oh yeah. Because the Gabe was giving a speech at work, and all the extras were nodding away. So then he walks down a hallway. He's talking to a guy, and I think this is coach.
He's the coach of the Bills. Coach. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the actual coach. Yeah. He has a future in coaching, according to what I've seen with his acting work. But like I said, I don't think anybody cares.
No. He
was visibly uncomfortable on camera, but nobody cares because he's the coach and they just want to see him as the coach. He doesn't care.
But Gabe gets tongue-tied talking to the coach about Morgan, and the coach also knows Gabe is into Morgan.
Wes? What are you doing? This is like we're not a visual show. He has like a wig on, and this is like a podcast. It's only audio.
It was some sort of filter that looked like a Handmaid's Tale. Like I think it was Habit or something.
Abe Lincoln thing. What was it?
It was a wig.
It was a wig. Okay. I was going off on this coach. Could they have had an acting coach working with these people, or do you think it would have been a waste of time?
Waste of time and money, but largely time because these shoots are fairly short.
Yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, they're lucky they're remembering their lines, I guess. Now the Santa. This was the Santa you were talking about
Jewish
from
Santa,
Grey's Anatomy. Jewish Santa.
From
I don't
ER.
think that's unusual. The ER Santa. Now he was originally in the hospital. Now he's working outside as like a Salvation Army Santa.
He just shows up everywhere as Santa.
So he's got the bell and he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's nosy. He's got his nose in people's business, and he's talking to Gabe. He's like, "You need to make a move on her," and that's when he says that they're platonic, which I thought was odd.
What I also thought was weird is that Santa, corners Gabe and is talking about Morgan. Santa doesn't point out that Gabe parked in a no parking zone right in front of a fire hydrant.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Santa should be talking to him about the hazards he's creating.
Yeah. That's wild. I don't know. So Santa's outside, they're doing that. And then now they're back in the store. And they're looking through receipts. And they find something. So they find a receipt. And it's got an address on it. So they go there. And it's this big house. And it's another football player making another cameo. And that's it. Now, I would have asked the guy, well, who lives here before? Like, do you have any information about this? But they didn't ask anything.
No.
I think there was even a football player outside on the street. I don't know who these people are.
No. The guy outside in the street was actually, that could have been a player doing a cameo, but I think it was just supposed to be some guy that's like, hey, you two are standing in the middle of the street. I'm trying to move my car here.
Yeah. Okay, so then, what do we have here? Home address. So who had the house before? So then they go back to the home, now back to the house. Now the whole family's together. They're watching the game. This is when the one guy, who I guess is married to her sister, tries to jump up on a table and break the table.
Yeah.
He jumped on the table?
Well, this is where I would have had to.
Was threatening to.
Yeah, I would have had to stop this. Like, get the.
Like, he's the kind of guy that you see that's like shirtless and body paints himself. He's that guy.
Oh, okay. Like wearing horns and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he totally would have stormed the Capitol.
Great.
Okay.
Great. So they're looking through the public records, and now they're singing Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells. So they go back to the store, and now this woman, Cindy tells them she thinks they're consumed. They're consumed with this, and they need to go outside and enjoy the Jingle Bell carolers. It's the Carolcade. And they say, we have to skip the Carolcade. She goes, skip the Carolcade. And she's like Misery, the movie Misery, all of a sudden.
Did Cindy do something here? Because I wrote in my notes, Cindy is a drunk.
Oh, what did she do?
I don't remember.
It's the Carolcade thing, I think. She's like, what?
Did she hint at like pouring a little something to go out there and sing? Maybe. I don't know why I wrote that.
And like a coffee cup.
Perhaps.
But she's working at the time. So they go outside. Now they're watching the carolers, and he gives her his coat. And those odd three people that we thought that he works with, they're hanging around.
Yeah, they cock-blocked.
The cock-block. Santa shows up.
Jewish Santa cock-blocks.
They all show up. They're talking about 4th times the charm, and they're all really invested in this situation.
4 times the charm, meaning like Gabe got close to telling Morgan, and they keep interrupting it, and like, oh, you'll do it on the 4th try.
Everyone is a supporting character in their story, which I guess it's a movie. So now we're back in the house, and it's during the day. Now the sisters are chopping vegetables violently.
Ew.
And Joey Pants enters. And what do? And they talk about Gabe and the receipts and all that kind of stuff. Now we're outside. Oh, what did I write here? Oh, now she's so now Morgan and Joey Pants is kind of like her de facto father, and they're throwing a football back and forth, and he's just kind of he's talking about how she's like, do you regret things? He says, no, I don't regret anything. I got to raise you and got to do all this. And
it was actually a really sweet conversation.
So he's like, you're my daughter.
That was sort of the takeaway from it, but just like he doesn't have any regrets because his life turned out great, and so
you're the daughter I didn't have.
Basically, yeah.
The story is that his wife, in real life, Joey Pants' wife would send out to casting people clocks. And
Mrs. Pants?
Yeah, Mrs. Joey Pants used to send clocks, and the clock would say, "Isn't it time you hire Joey Pants?"
Wow.
And they said they used to get him work sometimes.
As
Maybe send him out the clocks. So maybe that's what they did here. So, what's going on?
I was going to say a Joey Pants clock.
So now they're looking at photo albums, and they see a picture of Joey Pants. In the movie, he's called Tommy, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
And they see a picture of him with a woman. And they find out the woman's name is Mia. And she moved somewhere, but they don't know where she ever moved to. He never saw her again. It's from many, many years ago. Now there's a really weird scene that I didn't understand, where they talk about they have to go see like the Godfather.
they called it the Bills Mafia.
Right, Bill's Mafia. Now,
And
am I supposed to know who this woman is?
No, it's the three friends. It's the three friends that he keeps running into that we think might be coworkers.
That's who the woman was?
She's part of that, yeah.
So could you explain the scene to me? I don't understand why.
Just they went to them because they're like, oh, like these people know Buffalo, and she's just the one that's like very online, so knows how to find shit real quick. So
but they're treating it like it's like a scene from The Godfather. It's supposed to be like a parody of The Godfather, and she's the Godfather.
Yeah, but she just knows social media and finds Mia's sister Pam online, but she hasn't posted since 2017.
Uh-oh. A dead end.
No, not necessarily.
No. Did you want to explain the next part? Or do you have a...
I think they leave. Oh, they go to try and find Pam. They go to the house. And then they show the receipt to Jewish Santa, and he mentions Abbotsford Place, so it may not be Abbott Street, so it may be a different house than the one they've been trying.
Oh, okay.
Like that house they went to with the Bills player, that was the wrong street.
Yeah.
So they go and they find Mia. She's alive. She's in town for her niece, who's being honored at a Bills game because she's a veteran or something. Didn't really understand how that was happening. Like that.
And has she been in love with Joey Pants for 50 years?
Yes.
You're exactly right. It's almost as if you'd seen it.
Yeah, she's the one sending the gifts, but she doesn't want them to tell Tommy. She's been carrying it on forever because she's still in love. Her cowardice mirrors that of Gabe, is what I wrote in my notes.
And so Gabe is like, I could end up like this old lady, because she's like an old lady now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's holding up well, though.
Oh, yeah.
She's definitely good for Joey Pants. She's probably better looking than he is.
Oh, he's got a clock in his pants.
Right.
It's true.
TikTok.
Well, he's got a lot of charm.
Well, you got to be charming to be named Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. Let's see.
So is this where they're at the game? Or no, before they get to the game?
Outside. Well, they walk outside, and then Gabe starts like rattling off, like he's really committed to this situation, because she says, you can't tell Joey Pants this. And Gabe's like, well, he's walking with Morgan. He's like, no, we got to tell her, because, and then Gabe starts talking, and then Morgan comes, and then Gabe actually comes out and tells Morgan that he loves her.
Yeah, he blurts it out, but it was like, remember the scene in When Harry Met Sally, when Harry's like listing all the reasons why he's in love with her, but it's just kind of like, he's sort of like rapid fire at her. It was kind of like that. Gabe just like blurts it out to tell Morgan that he's in love with her, and she's kind of doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, she ends up walking home.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what to do.
Well, at least it wasn't a public proposal.
No, it wasn't a proposal at all.
But wait till the next scene,
Oh, yeah,
it does sort of border on that. Because the next scene, they're at the game, and they are honoring Mia's niece and some other veterans, and somehow Gabe worked it out where Mia could come out and thank her or congratulate her niece or something like that. Or no, they let Gabe or
it's more like the granddaughter or whatever it is. The granddaughter just kind of threw it to Mia. She basically said, I also want to say, Mia was a big influence on me. And
But then Tommy gets to come give it. I don't know how they're just letting all these people come on the field and give a speech without being vetted. But Tommy's out there. He addresses the crowd. He and Mia declare their love for each other. The audience cheers.
So now she's going to be Mrs. Pants.
Yeah. But then they're about to do their big family photo, which they do every year at the Bills game. Before Morgan really gets to thank Gabe, but Kathy goes into labor.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more hot sauce for her. And then they're home and everybody's cuddled together. A lot of affection. Even the Joey Pants and this Mia woman who hasn't seen each other for 100 years. Now they're on the couch.
Well, they're post-coitus now, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a lot of work. So now they get another.
Wait, it's not over?
Oh, no, because it's almost over. This Gabe, I can see this Gabe being a real commodity in this area, considering how much these people are into this Bills, because he gets everybody to the stadium.
To the old stadium, not the new one that they're building. But the current stadium, but it's they just had the last game at the old stadium or something.
Current stadium. I guess there's actual players there. Mm-hmm. They actually start playing
flag football.
Game.
Yeah,
they're playing. They're playing football. Santa is there. Cindy from the 5 and Dime store, who had the freak out, she's up by the cower. They're together. She's now Mrs. Claus. And that's it.
Well, really? So Santa Claus hooked up too?
He hooked up with the old woman that was working in the store.
Yeah.
Well, what? So everybody hooked up.
Seemingly.
I think so. Yeah, I can't think of anybody who's not.
Well, the Bills players didn't hook up with anyone we know of.
No, that's after hours.
Right.
And the coach. I don't know what's going on with the coach. Well, I mean, since there's so much hero worship, I guess the coach could hook up with whoever he wants.
Yeah. Coach is going to sit back and let everyone fillet him.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, if he gets into a car at night, there might be some rubbing.
There's some rubbing.
Yeah, rubbing.
Different rubbings.
I'm being tactful.
Different rubbings.
There's a different rubbing. That's different. So that's it. Then there's a kiss, and everybody is happy and together, and until tragedy happens, which will happen in any family. That's when things.
Yeah, they do 1 year later?
No, that's it. That's the end of the movie.
They'll find out that the town goes bankrupt because of all those tax breaks and no new jobs.
There you go.
They'll find out that Gabe was bullshitting them the whole time, doesn't work for the Bills, and they'll be arrested for trespassing on that field.
He's like the music man. He just leaves town.
Yeah.
This sounded like a good movie.
Good is a strong word, but I didn't hate it.
I'm glad we described it.
Well, I'll make it up to you, because 1 week I'll watch a movie and you guys won't have to, and I'll describe it to you.
We only do that in case of emergency.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do that once in a while. Yeah, that's okay. It has its charm, but I don't care about look. I'm sorry, Buffalo, for people who in the show listen to Buffalo. I don't care about football at all.
Same.
I have to like the Eagles because you just have to if you're from the Philadelphia area. I couldn't tell you one player. Um, but I don't have any interest in it.
You know what though? I'm starting to like baseball.
I'm not in sports, but I think that basketball is a fun sport. It's kind of a fun sport to watch.
Basketball at least moves, like keeps moving. Like baseball is way too slow for me. Football is a lot of stop and go, and I don't care. Like basketball, I'll watch if it's on. Soccer, I'll watch if it's on, and I'll go like event things. I watch the World Series. I'll watch the Super Bowl, but I don't follow the teams throughout the year.
I watched the Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yeah, and the halftime show.
And the halftime show.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah. That's going to be the Super Bowl act.
Right. Anywho, if you want to get a hold of me, you can find me on Facebook at Les Kirkendall Barrett. Instagram at Les Kirkendall, all one word. And that's it. Jason.
You can please rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. Give us 5 stars. It helps more people find the show. And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You can find us all on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Lifetime of Hallmark Podcast. You can find us on TikTok at Lifetime of Hallmark Pod and on Blue Sky at Lifetime of Hallmark. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Big Shot Jason. Kurt.
Oh, yes. Wanted to just mention this because I did watch the Everyone Loves Raymond reunion show.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had to address that one of the kids on the show had committed suicide some years back. And they handled that very well. And they mentioned the lifeline of 988. So if you have, I know the holidays is hard for a lot of people, and there's a lot of life in general can be very hard. So the 988 suicide and crisis lifeline, if you just call that number, there'd be someone there to talk to. So I just wanted to add that into this.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's great. That's great that you did that.
988.
For sure. 988. All right, gentlemen. I guess I will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.